Hi, welcome to my Makeup Monday for Monday the 5th of February 2024. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. So today's Makeup Monday is going to be a double Z fold card. I've been having a play with some Z fold cards again, and the single Z fold card is probably one of the easiest fancy fold cards you could do. If you're wanting to start to branch out into fun fold cards, fancy fold cards. But the double Z fold cards just gives it a little bit more of a wow factor. I've made this card using some Celebration products, so I can show you all those when we turn down to the craft desk and we can get started. I'm just expanding my screen here because I'm not live in Facebook, so I don't, there we go. Alright, so now I'll flip down to the craft desk. Okay. So these are a couple of the cards I've been playing with. So this is just a standard Z fold card. I've used the lavender paper. I'm not quite sure exactly. I should be able to look it up here. I don't have the whole suite. That's why I don't know exactly what the paper's called. But it's the paper from the lavender suite. And if I could find it, that would be really great. Perennial lavender. Okay. So it's the perennial lavender paper. And I've just made this very simple Z fold card. That's how it stands when you're looking down on it. And it's just basically, it's a normal card and you just fold this front panel back in half. And that makes a Z. And then I've just used the scallop contour dies and the heartfelt hexagons for my sentiment and the go-to greetings. You know, I always whack a go-to greeting in whenever I can. This is fresh freesia ribbon that has retired, but I still had some and it worked perfectly, so I used it. And I think these are the Tinselback gems. Let me look. Did I write that down? Of course I didn't. But that's what I think they are. So that's just a standard Z fold. As I said, it's just a normal card base and you fold the front panel back in half. Okay, so that was one of the plays I had. This is a double Z fold. And I've used the free Celebration paper, the Trusty toolbox paper for this card. And I'm going to recreate this card with some more paper from Celebration. So you can see how there's another panel in here, so it makes it a double Z fold card. Still super easy, so we'll get on to that. This is another card I've made using the Trusty toolbox paper. Now I don't have the bundle from the mini catalogue, I've only got the designer series paper. So if you're happy to fussy cut, you've got 2 sheets of tools that you can fussy cut out, and you can make great mail cards without the bundle. So let's just have a look at them in the catalogue. So if you're wanting the bundle, it's called Trusty Tools Bundle. It's on page 56 in the catalogue and it's $96.25. And if you wanted the bundle, that would qualify you straight for the Trusty Tools Designer Series paper in the Celebration, because any $90 order above you can choose a free item out of the Celebration brochure, and they've added some more as well. So if you've really got lots of tool type men in your life and you want that bundle, well, you can get the coordinating paper. If you don't want the bundle but you want the paper, there's so many other things in this catalogue you could get to qualify for that Celebration free product. So many of our bundles are around the $90 mark, so if you wanted a different bundle and you'd be happy just with the designer series paper and fussy cut things out, you could do that. Okay, so this is the second release of Celebration items. This was released on the 1st of February. So these things are from the annual or the mini catalogue or the kits collection. So you've got more products to choose from if you're spending $90. So that's worthwhile remembering. And I'm also going to use this stamp set in the annual catalogue on page 83. It's called He's All That. And I'm going to use this stamp that says to the man who does everything, and there's some spanners and hammers on it. So I thought that worked well. It does have matching dies which cut this sentiment out, this sentiment, this one, and this one. So that's a really good masculine stamp set too, if you're looking at that. So let's just pop that there. Get rid of our catalogues for the moment and see how we go. Okay, so this is the paper, the free paper with Celebration. As you can see, I've cut into it quite a lot. So you get screwdrivers, you get nuts and bolts, and the backs are quite neutral, so that you could use them for any kind of cards. These ones is lots of little nuts and bolts and X's and hashes. This is what I'm talking about with the paper that you can cut into and fussy cut them all out. I haven't actually cut this paper out because there's a saw, there's a paintbrush, there's a different Phillips head screwdriver, there's a clamp. I need to cut some of those out. Maybe I'll do that tonight. This is the one I think I've cut out mostly. Maybe you get 4 sheets of those papers. I think you do actually when I look at it. Yes. So you get 2 sheets of 2 different designs of all the tools. So that's worthwhile remembering. And I have gone ahead and fussy cut a whole lot out so that I've got a little bag of tools when I need them. So as I said, this paper's free with a $90 order during Celebration. Once Celebration is over at the end of February, this paper will be gone. The stamp set and die bundle will still be available, but the paper will be gone. Okay, so I'll hang on to my little bag of tools and we'll bring this in. I'll move that one over there, and we've got this one. Okay, so our card base. Where will I put it? I've got everything with dimensions on it for you. I've got a couple of dies cut for my sentiment, just in case I muff up. So this is your card base. So it's actually half a piece of A4 cardstock cut in half. So the dimensions on that is 29.7 by 10.5 centimeters. And if you're doing it in inches, it's 11 3/4 by 4 1/8. And you score it at 7.4 centimeters and 14.8. I do not know what that is in inches. Basically, I've scored it in half and then half of the front panel, just like this one. Half of the front panel. Score it in half and then half of the front panel. This is your next piece, just center Z, this piece here. And it's 24 centimeters by 8 centimeters, which is 9.5 inches by 3 1/8. And I've scored that into 3 equal sections. So in centimeters, it's scored at 8 centimeters and 16 centimeters. Once again, I don't think that's going to be easy to convert into inches. So I'll let you guys, if you're doing inches, work that one out. Okay, I've got one piece of Designer Series paper that's 14.4 by 10 centimeters or 5 3/4 by 4 inches. I've got 2 pieces of Designer Series paper that are 7 centimeters by 10 centimeters or 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And then I've got 3 pieces, 2 Designer Series paper and 1 basic white, that are 7.6 by 7.6 centimeters or 3 by 3 inches. So I've got 2 pieces of Designer Series paper and 1 piece of basic white in that sizing. Can you see all my sizing? Let me bring it down. So I'll just pause for a moment so I can have a sip of water because my throat's a bit croaky, and you can get all those measurements if you need to. Okay, I think you've got that. You can pause the video and get that. So let's just shuffle these all up again and start with our card base. We'll get rid of that. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Now this card base is copper clay. It's one of the colours in the designer series paper. And so that's in half, as you can see, and then I'm just going to fold this back. Let me put my sample card here. I'm working too high. Okay, so I'm just folding that back in half. So if you can score it, I think it's easier, but if you can't, it's just fold your card base in half, fold this one back in half again, and that gives you your first Z or Z. Okay, now we've got our center Z. We say Z in Australia. So I shall get that, and as I said, this is just divided into 3 equal panels. So I'm just going to fold it like that. I had it all scored. Turn it around and fold. Okay, so that's going to give your second Z. Can you see how it's the double Z is starting to appear? Now I did something silly on this card. I put this panel as my sentiment panel, but I can't. If you're going to try and write on it, you can't really lay it flat. Silly me. Didn't think of that. Won't make that mistake again. Okay, so let's decorate our card base. That's going to go here. And these ones. And as I said, all this paper is from the paper pack, the Trusty Tools paper pack. So I'm going to just use these pieces, totally different colours, but it gives it a bit of a different look to my first card. So I shall take that one off and grab my glue. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. It's still quite hot and humid here in Australia, but it is summer, so we've got to expect that. So I'm just putting that on my card base and getting a border all the way around. I want that moved up a little bit. Can I move it up or not? Here we go. So if you wanted to make this card extra detailed, you could do this layer as contrasting cardstock, and then make your designer series paper 1/2 centimetre less and long, like 1/2 centimetre less this way and 1/2 centimetre less that way, and that would create your matching pieces. But I don't think you need to go to that extent, but if you wanted to, you could. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one, oops, this one on the middle panel. This one sort of gets a bit lost. You can't really see a lot of it, but there's just a little bit of detail and colour on it. You can see a little bit. And once again, I'm just putting it on between the score lines and getting that little border top and bottom. Oh, and I've got glue spurtage. We don't like glue spurtage. Well, I don't anyway. Now I've got tissue stuck to my finger. There we go. And then this will be the front panel again, using the nuts and bolts, because I quite like that. So as I said, if you don't have, oh yes, I've got it going. Yeah, I didn't no, I've done it right. As I said, if you don't want to get the whole bundle plus the paper, you don't have to. You can choose the paper with any other order that you place that's up to $90. So that's what I did, because I didn't want the whole bundle. I just wanted the paper, because I knew I could fussy cut the tools out. So that's our card base done, decorated. So we'll move that there. Now we'll bring in our little center panels. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the ruler there, and I'm going to put my white panel here, so that it's easy to write on when you're writing it for the person you're going to give it to. Makes a lot more sense. But I didn't think of that first time I made it. I was getting carried away with the lovely paper. So both my hubby and my son's doing a mature age carpentry apprenticeship. So he's into tools, and hubby's always into tools. He loves his tools, loves going to Bunnings, loves buying tools, loves playing with his tools on the weekend. And he did a bit of playing this weekend. We were trimming back, when I say we, I didn't do much. He was trimming back all our vegetation in our courtyard because of our blue tongue lizard situation. I think I'm going to be known as the blue tongue lizard person now. Because we caught another one on the weekend and he relocated it. It was only a little one, but he relocated it. Thank goodness for that. Now, these are the two stamp sets I used. I used the Happy Birthday out of Garden Meadow. Bring it down. Happy Birthday out of Garden Meadow, and I used To the Man Who Does Everything. So I'll put the Happy Birthday there, but I think I'll put it over here. I might put it up the top and put another tool on this panel, but let's see. Let's get, what will I stamp with? I could stamp in copper clay. Let's do that. Copper clay is one of the new, well, when I say new, one of 2023 in colours. And I always take a while to start playing with them. But I do like this year's, 2023 in colours. I do like them. Not a huge fan of the ones that will be retiring this year. They're all a bit bright for me. Okay, so I'm going to pop it up here. Oh, not upside down. I'm going to pop it up here, and then that gives me room if I can fit one of the tools that I've cut out. There we go. Doesn't it stamp nicely? I really like the sentiments from the Garden Meadow suite. They all stamp really nicely. So I sent a card quite similar to this one to my brother in Queensland for his birthday in January, because he's a motor mechanic by trade. So he's a tool person as well. So I've got a few tool people in my life. Okay, so while we've got our ink pad out, I may just stamp my sentiment on the front, for the front. So that's this one. To the Man Who Does Everything. And that certainly covers my hubby. Okay, so I've cut two out just in case I muff up. Because I don't want to have to get my cut emboss machine out. So let me see. I might have to bring my head in a fraction. Well, not if I bring it down a bit more, I won't. There we go. I think I've centered that. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Yes, now that, I think that looks alright. Let's stamp it again. Can you see how my N is a bit blobby? I'm being very pedantic, but I think I pressed down, and because this is a new ink pad and very juicy, I didn't need to press down so much. So let's just stamp it again, and I can use it on another card. Yes, that's better. I'm just being super fussy about that. Super duper fussy. So I'll put those over there. I shall clean my stamp off. So yes, as I said, we've, well, not me. I was doing some cooking in the kitchen. Hubby was out in the courtyard cutting back a whole lot of vegetation so we could see maybe these lizards that are lurking all the time. Because I'm not happy with them. Neither is Rosie. We've got a very lovely courtyard that's full of green foliage. It was a real feature for Olivia's wedding photos. The photographers just loved it. And they came, we said, where do you want to do the photos? Inside, outside, front lawn, where? And they went, no, that courtyard. We want that courtyard. It's stunning. So that was nice. Okay, so that's our second Z done. And see how we're going to attach it. And I could do it, I did these ones a bit close, I think, to the first Z. So I'm going to actually do it a little bit more spaced this time. So I want to put that, I could put that over there, but let's, before we attach it to our card, let's get some of our tools out of my bag. And when you've got tools that are on the edge, don't throw them away, cut them out, because you can put them down like so. Well, you can't really see that one. You can put, no, you won't be able to see that one. Here we go. You can put them on the edge of your paper or a card, inside your card, to decorate the inside of your card. It doesn't matter, it's been cut off. Here's another one. You see, still looks good. So keep the ones, you know, within reason, that are still worthwhile. Like here's a drill that's got the end of the drill cut off, but you know, you could put that on a card, on the edge of a card like so, and it still looks okay. So keep your ones that are partially cut off, because that will still work. Okay, so let's close this up. On this card I put a hammer. I put my sentiment here. Sorry about that, my phone wasn't on silent. It is now. I'm wondering if I should put it over there on dimensionals, and then this, that gives me a little bit more room to put some tools on. So we could go with that one. Didn't use that on my other card. We could go with, I've got a hammer on the other card. Well, does the hammer get lost? I don't think so. So now it's just a matter of placing and just being fussy. I think that little, although the red one didn't get lost there, but I think that one gets lost. I think we might need the red one on this card. Let's just put both there for a moment. What else have we got here? I've got a yellow screwdriver. Bring them all down so you can see them. There we go. I've got a yellow screwdriver. How many did I put on my sample? I put 4. But that's because I put the sentiment over there. But I just thought I'd do it a little bit different. Now we could tilt the hammer. We could tilt that. And have we got a pencil? I'm sure I've got a pencil here. Oh, look, here's a pencil. Here's a pencil. Not sure if I want a pencil. Do I want a pencil? We could do... And honestly, this is just a matter of playing now and getting what you want onto your front panel. I don't know if I want a pencil. I'm thinking that that might be enough. I think it might be, and I'll just move that there. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. So I'll just slide them off and put them there like so. Now, then you just have to work out where you want your double Z. So I put mine quite over to show off more of this paper. So see that strip there is quite narrow. This time I'm going to go further in, and I'm just eyeballing it. I am not measuring. I'm not much of a measurer. So I'm just going to make sure that's straight. I'm going to get my glue. And I'm done. Okay, so it goes just past that dot. I want to just glue my panel just past that dot. And this is the easiest way to do it than putting glue on this side. Well, that's what I think anyway. So I'm just going to glue that down. And of course I've got glue spurtage because I want to be too far over. Let's just get ourselves organised here with our glue. Got my window open today and you can hear some noisy cars going past. Okay, now I'm going to just put glue all on the back of this center Z, and I'm going to just grab it like so and close the card shut and just hold it for a minute. So we also saw our kids, our adult kids, on the weekend, which was lovely. They're always so busy and don't have much time for mum and dad, but that's okay. I'm learning to get used to it. So, but that's nice. We went up about an hour's north drive of where we live, and met our son and his girlfriend up there, and our daughter and son-in-law came too, and Rosie. So that was really nice to catch up with them. Just gotta, you know, mum and dad have just always got to be available and drop everything if we want to see them. But I guess that's normal. Okay, so now we're going to pop this back here. So you can see, I just talked through that. I just stuck my sentiment on. Can you see that? And I did get the one I wanted, so that's good. And see, now that opens, and now a person will be able to write on that panel because it's flat. That's what we wanted. Okay, so now we're just going to pop our little tools back down and remember where we wanted them. Okay, I'll do the hammer first. So in the Stamp and Die bundle, they cut these tools out. There are dies that cut nearly all of these tools out. If you just get the paper, you have to fussy cut them. There we go. But fussy cutting's okay. You can sit down watching telly in the evening if you've got a nice good light. Yeah. So I'm going to put this one at an angle like so, and then this one, this screwdriver. Should I put it going down? No, there's more space down here. The handle's wider down there. As I said, you just play. Just get your pieces and play. My tweezers help too, so then my fingers don't get so sticky. Well, that's a bit late now because they're already sticky. Okay. There we go. There we go. So that's our front done. Let's have a look in here. Now, I put some pliers or wire cutters, I think they might be. I put some of them. I could put my little, or should I put my, I think, I mean there is red here, but I think we'll put the Lost Lagoon tape measure in here. Not the red one. And I think I shall grab some Lost Lagoon pliers, or will I put the red ones in? Oh, it's just decisions, isn't it? Well, there's a spanner. I could put a spanner in. Let's do that. Okay, so now I'm going to put a spanner on this panel. Okay, so we could put it just here. Not quite sure how whoever gets that other card's going to write on it. Maybe I'll have to keep it and give it to hubby, son, brother. And my measuring tape can go over here. Yeah, I'll put it over here. Okay, so let me just pop my lid on my glue, and I'll grab my little bag of tools and sweep them all into it. Oops. Okay, so they're ready for next time. I might even pop that sentiment in that bag. Okay, so these are our two cards. And you can see how I've made this more boxy than that one. And that just depends on where you attach this panel to your front card base panel. Okay, so in the catalogue we've got some rustic metallic dots, and we've got, what are the other ones we've got? Brushed metallic dots. So we've got these which work really well for masculine cards. Really like both of them. I use these ones on that card, and oh, I've got some of these. These are gold ones. Oh look, let's use these because they're the three left, and I always like to do 3. And I don't think it matters that they're gold. I think gold will be nice. Okay, so let's work out where we can put them. Okay, Denise always struggles to place her metallic, hers bling. Okay, so we might put one down here, and that can go away, and we might put one up here. So that's it for our double Z fold card. Just getting rid of everything around me. So I hope you like that, and that's purely just using the designer series paper. You could make a similar card with the fishing bundle that's in the annual catalogue. The fishing paper, you could do exactly the same card with the fishing bundle and make a masculine card as well. I'm not quite sure what other masculine stamp sets we've got. Can't think. But the paper is what makes a masculine card, because let's face it, they don't do flowers and ribbons and, you know, pretty bling. So there's our 2 Trusty Tools double Z fold cards. I'm happy with this one because it'll be easier to write. So let's just, oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Yep, I'm back. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a really cool little Z fold card. This way. And it just showcases the paper. And yeah, great for a masculine man, like a card. Great for a man who uses tools, power tools, any kind of tools. So, thanks for watching. I hope you've all had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week ahead. I hope it doesn't get too hot this week. I think we're in for another bit of a heat wave, but God bless air conditioning. And that's all I can say. So have a great week, everyone. Please remember to give me a thumbs up, like and share my YouTube channel as I try to grow it. And I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.